What's up guys, I go by theAbeyantHero. As you can see, I'm a badge from ALA 2014. I will be using the Fabri-Tac glue and hot glue combination for adhesive. Essentially what I started out with is I had the image and I made a stencil out of newspaper cutouts. I had this be one section, this be another section, and this being a third section. So it essentially makes kind of a weird triangle, but I cut out the top right here, a small section like a triangle, and then I bent it like that and then glued it at the very top in order to get that angle. And then I used the mechanics wire to feed through like a staple, right there and right there. The reason why I did that is so it stays hidden, but also make sure that it stays bonded while the glue is drying. The different sections right here for that make the vent were painstakingly glued in. I cut out a groove that was measured out by pen first, there and there, and then I cut out essentially a small cube out of the EVA foam, and then that way it fit like a glove. As you can see, it was a trial and error. This one was my first attempt, this would be my second. It looks a little bit more uniform. For the galvanized wire, I used the same technique from the chest plate by bending it and feeding it through here, but instead of making it go deeper in the material, this is much thinner than the chest plate. I had it going outside. You would fit the webbing on through there, and so that mounted onto this back piece. I have these straps right here and the buckle at the end that I used from the chest plate as well, and these would connect to the straps or suspenders that would go over my shoulders, and I mounted it through clips that would go here and then had the other one connect through there. This right here would be how it secured on the bottom section. So the back section of the suspenders right there, that strap would be secured right onto here. And the reason why I did that is so this piece, if you look at me from the side, would not be moving this way or this way. I cut a section all the way through, fed the webbing through, and then used the mechanics wire as anchors using the same technique. Had it spread wide, and then it went deeper, and as it went deeper through the top pressure, it spread deeper into material, spreading out like that. I have finished the layers of Plasti Dip, approximately 2 coats for the back vent. Apple red, that is the color that I stayed consistent with throughout the cosplay. The back strap is attached to the suspenders, as you can see right here. We have the back mounting plate that I just stapled some leftover red fabric. It just makes it so it looks uniform and I don't have to worry about the back mounting plate showing through. In conclusion, while making your back vent on your Kill la Kill cosplay, you want to spend the time on designing how the piece will fit on your body, and use things that are practical, use the things that actually exist on it, so you save on weight and you kind of make it to where it's comfortable. Definitely you want to test out and test fit how things will work on your body. I had an experience where I bit the bullet and wore something that was slightly uncomfortable, and it ended up cutting off the circulation to my arms. Make sure that you test it out and it's to your satisfaction. I will be leaving you with a few video clips that I took from my very first convention. And I'd like to give a shout out and big thanks to everyone who was a part of my video at 2014 Anime Expo. This was my first time going, and it was an incredible experience. Everything was to an extreme level, with the lines being extreme and also just everyone being in high spirits. On the next video, I will be describing the proper order for wearing the Ryuko Matoi cosplay. The next few events that I am considering, the Otakon Vegas in Las Vegas, Nevada. I will be attending Anime Los Angeles in January as well. I will also be considering ColossalCon in June 2015. You can stay connected with me by subscribing to my channel. You can let me know also how to improve my content by commenting, and sharing it with your friends would be super awesome. Happy cosplaying!